Hello everyone, TMMgamer here, and today I have the pleasure to bring you another one of my FIFA 13 live commentaries. Now, I have just finished playing the worst defeat I have ever experienced in FIFA. Now, every now and again you meet a player who has a bit of luck on his day and grabs a dodgy victory. But this has taken it to the entire next level. I mean, I'll search for an opponent while I'm describing it. I hit the bar minimum 3 times, I think it was 4 times. He's had about 3 shots in the penalty area all game, and all 3 of them have gone in. I've been put through clear on goal. His defenders scythed me down, straight red card. But unfortunately for me, it was apparently outside the penalty area. So instead of having, and that's not one latency game, I'm not playing that. So instead of having a penalty, I've had a free kick, which obviously you're not expected to score from, but you're expected to score from a penalty, so that would have won me the game. But his goal, the one that really got on my nerves, was the guy tried to play a ball through. I just intercepted it nice and easily with Gerard Piqué, and I just went to, hang on a sec, there we go. I just went to play a nice little ball back to Casillas for him to clear it, and Casillas just watched it roll past him, and it was going at about 1 mile an hour, and it just rolled past him into the net, and my mind has been blown. And he has an all-Italian side, apart from the Argentinian, the Uruguayan and the Colombian, so not really an all-Italian side. But he's got Montalivo, he's got Pirlo, he's got... I'm really struggling to recognise these. Italian football is not my strong suit, as you can probably tell. But, yeah, look them up. There's plenty of good players there. But, I don't know whether I'm going to upload the live commentary, because I was actually recording a live commentary when I was doing that. And I think you can probably tell what that live commentary was. It was basically me banging my head against a wall, going, "Why? Why, game? Why do this to me?" So if you want to hear that, you can. But either way, I'm going to upload a montage from that game, because it was filthy. It was unbelievable. But, yeah, so the luck hasn't really gone with me so far today. I think that's safe to say. But hopefully we can beat this guy and get on up with the cup. Because, I haven't been playing a lot of FIFA because I've been working on essays. I haven't actually been on the PS3 in about 5 days. Last night was the first time I've been on the PlayStation to play a game in about 5 days, because I've been pretty busy. So hopefully now I actually get some games played, because I've really been letting FIFA slip down my playlist a little bit. I've been playing a ton of Call of Duty whenever I've had the chance, because obviously Revolution came out and that was too much. That was good play. I don't mean that Revolution was too much, I mean the passing was too much. Oh, I should have gone outside. I always forget Pedro's 5-star weak foot, so I'm just run around outside and put a great cross in. I always remember that wasn't to him. Okay, this is now a problem. Fake keeper charge. Yeah. So you always try and psych them out with that. You charge the keeper out and then you stop them right in front of them. And what you do with the... whenever you see someone fake keeper charge, or keeper charge, sorry, what you want to do is do exactly what he did there. Finesse it round him. Because what happens is whenever you see a keeper charge out the area, all you have to do is get it past his body. Because he can't touch it with his hands, obviously, because he's outside the area. So that's what you've got to try and do. However, if you do what I did there, which is the fake keeper charge, which is you charge the keeper out and then stop him just before he leaves the area, there's not really a lot the guy can do, because he's already lined up that that finesse shot. But all of a sudden your keeper stops and he's just hit it as he normally does, and the keeper makes a save. Now you've got to be careful. You can't use that all the time, because obviously your opponent realises what you're doing and he can just take it round him if he's got the ability to. So you've got to be sparing in your usage of that. But it's just that one little technique you can use to psych a guy out and take an opportunity which should have really been a goal and convert it into a miss. So that's one little tip for you. I need to do that in a tutorial actually, because it's pretty useful. Defending through balls, defending one-on-ones, etc, etc. Good block. So, right, I just need to switch on here, because yeah, after that defeat, I've gone downstairs. I've made myself a cup of tea. It was just one of those. Oh, hello. Well, that's one way to defend. Pass it. Yeah, that was not intended. I think you could probably tell that. Oh, I didn't see him on the radar. That's bad. God, I'm really living dangerously here. I just need to take a back seat and chill out a little bit here, because I was so annoyed with the way I got defeated there. Because, you know, every now and again, you do just meet someone who plays better than you on the day, or you have an off day and he beats you, and, you know, you just shrug your shoulders and go, yeah, never mind, whatever. But it was shocking, that defeat. Just shocking in every sense of the word. Win that. Oh, is that another corner? No, apparently that's bounced off his shoulder. Oh, I judged the wrong way there. Oh, come on, son. Yes, good tackle. Something about Sergio Busquets in that role. I mean, I absolutely love him there. If you look at his stats, you know, his stats aren't groundbreaking. Was what? Say what? You missed. Okay. That's what two-star weak foot does for you. Yeah, occasionally they can podge it wide like that. But Busquets, I mean, I can't speak highly enough of him in that role. He just makes interception after interception. He's really composed, and Pedro, that is shocking. And then, you know, he's good enough on the ball just to make that nice little simple pass into the feet of Ozil or into the feet of Benzema, and off you go. So, thoroughly recommend him. If you're doing the La Liga side or a Spanish national side and you don't have Busquets, I 100% recommend to get him. He's pretty cheap now as well, so there's no real reason not to get him. It's Barzagli, that's who he is. I was wondering who that centre half was. And Campagnaro. See, I have heard, me and Italian football, I'm not the most clued up with it. You know, obviously I know the most about Premier League football because oh, that's bad defending. Yeah, that's fine though. I accidentally clicked R1 then, so he let it run past him instead of just stepping onto it and clearing. But never mind. But yeah, Premier League's definitely my strength. I know a lot more about that, and yeah, I know more about Spanish football than I do Italian football. I watch much more Spanish football than I do Italian football. I don't think I've watched a game of Italian football in a year or so. I mean, it's really a long time. Obviously, the Champions League teams I watched, I do watch a bit of Champions League, but oh, that was unlucky. That was unlucky. That's a good ball. Run, son. Come on, Benzema. Come on, Benzema. Oh, unlucky. Yes, Mesut. Great finish. Great finish. Come on. Yeah, I thought Benzema had scored then, because when he danced inside here and that was handball. That was Fortunately, I pounced on the rebound. But yeah, that finesse shot. I thought, right, that's in top corner. I was about to wheel away and celebrate then, but stayed on, switched on, and Mesut managed to slot in a pretty decent finish. So that was not that way. There we go. Just over the top. Oh, that really tame header from Karim there. Never mind. Let's keep running Pedro back. I am on defensive, aren't I? No, I'm balanced. Mistake. For absolutely horrendous second there, I thought Casillas had let that in. I mean, after last game, nothing would surprise me. Because, yeah, I'm still debating whether it's going to be the live comm or just a montage of the moments, which with the commentary over the top. I'd keep the live commentary, but I don't know if you want to listen to me spend, because it went to extra time as well, the game. So I don't know whether you want to listen to me spend 20 minutes just moaning. It would be quite funny, I suppose, but the individual moments are equally as hilarious. So, but hopefully now, just steady the ship. Oh, it's too far, too far. Pedro was swooping in there, though the ball was on. Cheeky. Cheeky. I haven't seen that tactic used before. So that's the great thing as well. You know, you learn new things about this game all the time. It's not a static process. You don't suddenly hit the ceiling of your knowledge and go, right, now I know everything there is to know. You know, little techniques like that little cheeky throw and run in. That's a good little technique, actually. But you see here, fake keeper charge him out, then stop him before you get to the ball. And this is the goal, I think. Ah, that's a good finish, that. That's a good finish. Nice and solid, really. Took my chances well. That was that one big slip up in defence that let him through early on when I was a bit distracted nattering to you guys. But now that I'm set up, You know, this is the perfect scenario for me. You know, being 1-0 up against a player who's, you know, he's decent. He's not a bad player at all. You know, he keeps the ball well. He's knocked it around. So you can tell if a player's half decent or not. But you can see in this situation here, just stay as tight as you want. You know, there's no prizes for lunging in. Just keep putting your body in the way, and the guy finds it very hard to break through. Oh, get there! Put the slide in. That's all right. That was a controller bug. Yeah. Oh, I just realised. One of my controllers presses buttons for me. It's stupid. It's not even as old as my other one, actually. I've had my first controller, the one that works, since I had my original PS3. So it's like 6 years old, I think that controller is, and I've never had any problems with it. I bought a new DualShock controller about 2 years ago, and I've had nothing but problems from it. And it's reached the stage now where it like throws flashbangs for me in Call of Duty on its own volition. It passes for me in FIFA. It switches players. It'll put random slide tackles in. And every time it happens, you've got to belt the side of the controller to like go, no, stop it. Oh, that was a badly lined up free kick. So if you suddenly see one of my players fall over 40 miles from the ball, you understand what's happened. Ah, nearly. Yep, every single time your opponent has a goal kick, anticipate a short pass to one of the players. Busquets, put your shoulder in. There we go. Good tackle. Oh, that's a lovely pass. That's a nice pass. Sanchez. Armero. How fast is Armero? Pretty fast, apparently. That's good football. Don't forget, he's got 5-star weak foot. Gonzalo Higuain, you clots. You know, the heading in FIFA is incredibly hit and miss. I mean, you'll have players like Sean Wright-Phillips. I saw an absolutely hilarious photo on Facebook of Sean Wright-Phillips beating like 6 for 8 per Mertesacker in the air and nodding it in the top corner. And then you'll have players like Falcao with 90 heading against a 2-foot-high fullback with a run-up, and he'll just completely flop the header. And it's just like, what? Because I understand, obviously, football's a randomised thing. You know, no one's going to nod it into the top corner all the time. Someone eventually will get some luck, get in. Much better. See, look there. Karim Benzema up against a centre-back who's taller, stronger, better in the air than he is. He beats him in the air like he's not even there. Just wanders in front of him, no problems. Gonzalo Higuain, an equally talented striker in the air, free header 6 yards out, balloons it over the air. And I didn't do anything different there. You know, a lot of people have asked me for heading tutorial going, you know, I find heading really random. It's difficult. Why isn't it working? And it is. You know, heading is a random trait. Over the course of, you know, 10, 15, 20, 30 games, whatever, the Falcaos of this world will inevitably score you more headed goals than the Sean Wright-Phillips. But it isn't as good as I would like it to be. I think that's one of the things I do need to tweak. But I'm playing much better this game. That's a great crossing as well. Oh. Nearly. Oh, that's a bad... It was the direction of the pass. The pass was the right idea and it was on. There we go. See, it's just passing it short to your defenders. It's suicide. Because every time it works, there'll be 10 times it doesn't. I mean, this is just such an easy goal. I've done absolutely nothing to score there. The guy's given me the ball back like 25 yards out. There's 3 of my players to 2 of his defenders. And if I'm on form, or if any decent player's on form, he's going to punish you. I mean, you've got to assume your player's fantastic. You know, your opponent is fantastic. Never assume he's a moron until you've got evidence for that. I mean, I'm 2-0 up against this guy. There's no way I'm going to let him get away with that. It's unnecessary. The benefit of doing it is basically non-existent. If you want to be slightly cheeky, dink the ball into midfield. Because then, as long as it works, you'll be fine. And even if it doesn't, you'll at least have your defenders set back, ready to deal with the inevitable pressure. When you try that little short pass to a defender, or you try that little cheeky dink to a fullback, when that doesn't come off, you will inevitably going to concede a shot on goal. Inevitably. That's a great block. That's a cracking block. Oh, good throw as well. Little dink down the line. See, never lunge in. Lesson 101 in defending. Oh, good save. See, I was heading towards the touchline there. He was under no real pressure. He lunged in, missed by a mile, and I just took it around his body. And had a shot on target. His keeper had a save. I had a corner. And you know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know how many goals I score from corners. It's just not worth it. Right, here we go. Right, I don't want to concede here. Oh, what a finish. Diamante. That was delicious. Right, never mind. 3-1. that wish not to concede didn't last very long, but one of those things, I suppose. Pass it, son. Dink it, son. Oh, but what, Busquets? What is wrong with you? Yeah, I've just spent all this time bigging you up, saying what a great signing you are and how everyone should get you. And then you play passes like that? Shocking. Good interception, Gons. Oh, bad touch, but Mesut's back on it. Oh, that was unlucky. Oh, he's given offside, has he? Let's have a whirl at this. Oh, yeah, the centre-halves came flying up there. He might actually be playing the offside trap, which is unusual. You really don't see many people play that because pace tramping and using pace to put crosses in and all that stuff, it's so prevalent. And for some reason, the offside trap mechanic is pretty ham-fisted in this game as well. It's good. That's a really good pass, that, under pressure. And that's great football. Yeah, Armero's a lot quicker than Mesut is, isn't he? Oh, Mesut nearly. Nearly, son. Yeah, unlucky. Yeah. This needs to go upfield. It's a good pass. That'll be ours. That's all right. Eke a few more seconds out the clock. But yeah, this has been a good performance. I was a bit unlucky to concede. I defended very, very well for 88 minutes, and it was just that one little switch off that cost me. But that was a really good finish. 3-1, pretty solid win. So let's have a look at the old match stats and see how it's going. Let's have a quick swig of tea. Can't beat a good cup of tea. There you go, nice and solid team ratings. You've had a good performance where Ramos is the lowest on 6.2, and I think that's a little harsh, to be honest. But you see lots of smatterings of 7s all over the place. A good spread of ratings as well. It's not just one or two players who've done very well. It's the entire team's done pretty well. So that's what you can always check to see if you've had a good game. But I mean, you can see it's pretty even. He's had a lot of shots on the edge of the area that have been blocked. I've had most of my shots are much further inside the area. It's just little things like that, little things. Just where you take your shots. See, no fouls for an entire game as well. That's always something good. If you've managed to play a game of FIFA and not foul anyone once, that's always a good thing. But I was a little bit more clinical than them, took my chances well, and I was reasonably solid. And I only really gave him 2 clear-cut chances. One of them was just because 5 minutes in the game and I'd ballsed up, and that one at the end with Diamante, for some reason, my midfield was a little bit AWOL, and he finished off with a great finish. So 3-1 the final score, and that's me through to the next round of the Cup. So guys, really hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching, and as always, have a fantastic day.